thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New media today, USA Boxing. We are back. We here, y'all. Just got back from the gym. We are here. We are here today, guys. Let's give everybody a round of applause. We're not even going to play today. Not today. Not today. We're not going to play today. We're not here to coddle any fanboys or any of that shit there, man. All right, man, oh, my daughter's out there. Today, I'm cursing today. As a matter of fact, nah, you know what? I ain't gonna curse. Anyways, give everybody a round of applause, man. How everybody doing, man? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm in good spirits. I ain't smoked nothing, but, you know, I'm in good spirits today, guys. You know, I'm happy today is Friday. I got a lot of work, a lot of projects that I'm doing right now, man. Look like I'm gonna be doing this content thing full time now. It seems like, you know what I mean? Things are going very, very well. I have other projects that I'm working on, all related around content. So, you know, I just think I'm gonna, put a little bit more emphasis into that. I got channels I'm working on for my kids. So I got some kids channels I'm working on for them. And then I have the marketing side that I'm doing where I'm really showing people and teaching people just pretty much how this YouTube thing works. You see what I'm saying? So I'm doing that and, showing people how to niche down, pick what niches they want to do and go from there and set it off. Now, let's get into this. I'm not even gonna play with this shit today. Not today. Doing my research. Boy, some of these guys really kill me. Some of these content creators really kill me. But that's okay. I am the anti-narrative. I started my channel to debunk false, fake narratives. That's how I started my channel. I have people who like me. I have people who don't like me. The people who like me have helped us grow to over 12,000 in 15 months, just as much as the people who don't like me have helped us grow. You see what I'm saying? The negative and the positive all works together to accomplish the same goal. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. But this is not about me today. This is about debunking false narratives. Because when you put some information out there on social media, the question I always have is, do you have any receipts on that? If you are the burden bearer, if you are the one, and I'm talking to you, the guys who put this stuff out there, put this information out there. Someone sent me some videos and, they wanted me to cover this on, I want to say 2 days ago. They wanted me to cover this. And when I said on my show that we did Wednesday, I said, yeah, I'll talk about it. I said, we'll talk about it. Just in between time, from the time I was sitting those videos, some information came out about Errol Spence Ugas pay-per-view numbers. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, that's good. That's cool. You know what I mean? And then the propaganda started. The propaganda really started 2 days ago. You see what I'm saying? You got some people putting out numbers that hasn't been released by Showtime or the PBC. Haven't been released at all. So I'm like, okay, where did you get this from? And then when I go back and listen, I'm like, oh, he says right here that it was a rumor. He says right here, it is a rumor. He doesn't have any proof of it. But, a lot of people jumped out the window. So let's deal with this here, right? So I want to say this. I want to sign this goddamn alarm. As a matter of fact, that's a round of applause. Let's sign this alarm, man, because I want to run some niggas off the block. To all you Errol Sexuals, if you are here today, you might want to get the F off the block. If you feel some type of way about the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams, you might want to get the F off the block. Know that I care nothing about you Errol Sexual YouTube channels. I care nothing about you Errol Sexuals individuals. I care nothing about you, period. If you feel some type of way about Coach Malachi Williams, you might want to get the F off the block today. The Errol Sexual hotline will be open today. I'm not here to be your friend today. I am here to make enemies. I am looking for nothing but enemies today. I don't want no friendship from you cowards today. This is how I feel. This is what I'm going to say today. If you are all right with me and you don't like the direction that I'm going and you feel like I'm going too far and you don't want to rock with me anymore, I holler at you. I'm not here to be your friend. I care nothing about where you from, how many goons you got, none of that stuff. We're going to talk about the facts today. We're going to address some face and false narratives that's going on today. So if you believe in fake narratives and false narratives and fake news, guess what? This is not the channel for you today, sir. If you don't like what I'm saying, guess what? You can leave and don't listen to it. And you ain't got to worry about having a bad day. So for all of you fanboys, I am the fanboy killer and I am the father of the Errol Sexual fan base. You might want to get off the block today if you don't like what I'm going to say. I warned you. Please leave. Let's give you a round of applause. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Let's go. Now, you heard the title, right? Bad news for Crawford. Well, these guys kill me, but I got the receipts. Sources say, and you know what I say about sources say, guys. If it's sources say, it's a rumor, it's a lie, it's a half truth. Because anything that's not all the way truth, you know what I mean? You know, it's like some people mix beef and pork together. You see what I'm saying? It's a lie, it's a half truth, it's a rumor, or it's just some BS. It all falls in the line of what? Propaganda in order to paint a certain narrative. Now, I have no problem with someone spitting propaganda and painting a certain narrative. What I have a problem with is when you have feeble-minded individuals who take unsubstantiated reports, take it and run with it, jump out the window, and then use that to try to attack anyone who does not think the way they think or believe what they believe. This is what I have a problem with. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? I am unapologetic. I would not apologize for what I'm about to say today, and I do not compromise my principles or anything for anybody. It is what it is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. The phone lines will be open today. The sooner we get the likes up, the sooner I will open up the phone lines. And anybody feeling some type of way, please feel free to call in. As the dude, what the dude name is, if anybody feeling some type of way, press 1. If anybody is not feeling some type of way, press 2. As the guy Champside would say. That guy's very funny. Now, sources say Spence Ugas sold between 240,000 and 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Question mark. That lets you know that I'm questioning it. I guess you guys know I told you guys I am a professional copywriter. I understand headlines very well. I write them, I read them, I understand them. I know what the reporter, content creator, whatever, journalist, who writes this stuff. I know what they're trying to convey. I know what they mean when they do this. I know curiosity headlines when I see it. But my thing is to debunk everything, and any fanboy want to call in, please call in. Because I like the content. I like to be able to see you fanboys crying and whining, and I like to take that content and reuse it and upload it so I can let people know show people how silly you look. You really help me out a lot. I appreciate that, right? Now, and we're going to talk about Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte predictions. I'm predicting, I'm going for the underdog. I know that Dillian Whyte is a massive underdog. I'm going to give Dillian Whyte a shot. I'm going to give him an opportunity. I'm going to give him a shot to beat Tyson Fury, not because I hate Fury. I went with Fury against Wilder in the last fight, but because Tyson Fury is saying that he's going to retire, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Tyson Fury came in phenomenal shape. I think he came in phenomenal shape. That's good. And Dillian Whyte came in phenomenal shape. May the best man win. I'm taking Dillian Whyte, even though I always said I'm taking Tyson Fury. But I'm gonna take Dillian Whyte on this one. Just roll the dice on it. It is what it is. And you feel some type of way about my pick, I don't give a damn. The hell with it. You know what I mean? Now, got that out the way. According to the Errol Sexuals, there's bad news for Terence Crawford. Why is it bad news? Why is that, you may ask? Because of unsubstantiated and unverified rumors from a Spence YouTube channel and Dan Rafael. We know who Dan Rafael is. I don't know the brother. I don't have anything against him. But hey, man, you know how I am about the sources say shit, right? Sources say Spence Ugas have sold 500,000 pay-per-view buys. That's what it said in the headline. That's what it said on the thumbnail. That source was Fanon. Okay, cool, right? So dropped that about 2 days ago. Saw it when he dropped it. Someone sent it to me, but it is what it is, right? So, did 500,000 according to Fanon. Now, but the funny thing is, when I finally listened to the video, and I did listen to the video today, sir. I listened to your video today, sir. But because he watches me as well. We watch each other, right? But the funny thing is, when I finally listened to the video of that source, the guy clearly states within 2 minutes of the video that it was a rumor and that he had no proof that this rumor was true or not. That part just got totally glossed over. Because when you're a fanatical, radical fanboy of a particular fighter, anything that you don't agree with, you process that out of your mind, and anything that you agree with, you hold on to that, and then you search for what? Confirmation bias. What is confirmation bias? Confirmation bias is anything you believe, anything that confirms what you already have been predisposed to believe in the first place. You can believe that dinosaurs will come back first thing tomorrow morning. And scientists can come out and say, hey, man, listen, man, this dinosaurs was dope back then, but the reality is dinosaurs are not going to come back. But when they did roam the land, they did dominate and do everything. But because of, global warming, climate change, and stuff like that, it pretty much wiped them out. Confirmation bias is I'm going to ignore the fact that the scientists have said, who are professionals in this, have said, man, dinosaurs ain't coming back. But remember, they did say that dinosaurs was dope when they was here. So we're just going to take that part and say that they coming back tomorrow and ignore everything else that follows because it does not confirm what you already want to believe. Confirmation bias, right? Confirmation bias. But the funny thing is, guys, when I finally listened to the video, that source, and I got the receipt. Of course I got the receipt, right? I keep receipts. There's not a YouTube channel that have more receipts than me. Well, I can't say that. I'm in the top. I'm in the top three. There's some out there that show receipts. Quite a few. It's some out there that show receipts. But I'm in the top 5. I'll say that. You see what I'm saying? But as I said before, but the funny thing is when I listened to the video of that source, the guy clearly states that it was a rumor and that he has no proof that it was true or not. People jumped out the window on that, right? I didn't say nothing about it, guys. I ain't say nothing about it. Then comes Dan Rafael on Twitter. He's a reputable guy, right? Dan Rafael says, and I quote, per source means sources say, involved in the Spence Ugas fight, did about 240,000 pay-per-view buys domestically, inclusive of linear, satellite, and streaming. So I'm going to show the receipts on that. So don't nobody think I'm making this up. Now you say, Coach, what you worried about pay-per-view numbers? I'm not worried about the pay-per-view numbers. I care nothing about them, to be honest with you. Has nothing to do with this potential fight that we may get between Crawford and Spence. I care nothing about the pay-per-view numbers. But guess what? I gotta address some shit because when you start going online and then you want to try to attack the old boy, send me all kind of messages about, yeah, see, I told you my fighter doing 500,000 pay-per-views, and your fighter only did 100 or something, and my fighter's and this is why your fighter shouldn't fight my fighter because my fighter is the big fish and he doing this and he doing that. And I'm like, I have no problem with Errol Spence. I like Errol Spence as a fighter. I have no problem with Errol Spence fans. I like Errol Spence fans, and I like Errol Spence as a fighter. But I hate you goddamn Errol Sexuals. I feel the same way KQKC feels. KQKC says he hate the Buzz Sexuals. Fine, he doesn't like them. I feel the same way KQKC says, but on the opposite spectrum, the Errol Sexuals. You see what I'm saying? I'm your father. Remember me? And when I see y'all cutting up, it's my job to put it back in check, okay? I got the receipts, though. One thing about me, I have receipts, and I'm going to show it to you. Shout out to the BWG for dropping them 10 pounds on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, get the likes up, people. Wipe your feet as you come in the front door. Blue Bloods voice. While you're there, hit the Cash App. And hit the PayPal. Keep up the good work, Coach. Yeah. I gotta bust this up right quick. I'm gonna hurt some feelings, but it is what it is, man. If you're a man with sensitivity, you do not want to watch this show. If you are a man with sensitivity, if you are an old Ralph Tresvant ass dude trying to keep from cursing and using the N-word, so I can't say the N-word. I normally say Ralph Tresvant ass N-word, but I say Ralph Tresvant ass dude. If you are a Ralph Tresvant ass dude, guess what? New Media Today USA Boxing is not the channel for you. We do not need your subscribership, and you can leave. Get off the block. We care nothing about you, sir. Not here to be your friend. Understand that. If you got daddy issues, this is not the channel for you. I care nothing about Errol Sexuals YouTube channels because they put out the fake propaganda, and I care nothing about their subscribers. I am your open enemy. I don't like you. I don't like you nor your subscribers. Understand that, okay? I am your enemy, and I want all that smoke from you. Why, you may ask, Coach? Because of unsubstantiated and verified rumors from pro Spence YouTube channels and Dan Rafael. Sources say Spence Ugas have sold 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Sources, right? But the funny thing is, as I said before, when I listened to the video, the guy clearly states that it's a rumor. Then comes Dan Rafael on Twitter. He says, and I quote, per sources involved with the Spence Ugas, the fight did about 240,000 pay-per-view buys domestically, inclusive of linear, satellite, and streaming. According to Dan Rafael, he received this information from someone who was involved with the Spence Ugas fight. So that means someone who may be working for Showtime. That means someone that may be from the PBC. According to his sources. Now, we haven't heard anything from Al Haymon, Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby, or anyone, Sam Watkins, or Tom Brown, or anyone who may be affiliated with the PBC and their pay-per-view events. They haven't released anything. Stephen Espinosa or Showtime haven't released anything, right? But people have ways of trying to find out the numbers. I don't know. People have ways of just putting out propaganda. I don't know. Because of their position, their name, their reputation in the business. I don't know. I don't have proof of anything. I'm not the guy, I'm not the speculation guy. I'm not the sources say guy. But I put it in my titles because I educate you guys and to try to show you guys when you see sources say on anything, you automatically know what it is. I like to educate my subscribers because I like intelligent subscribers. I don't like fanboys. That's why I do everything in my power to disrespect them, offend them, and hopefully they get so mad that they leave. But the more I disrespect them and offend them, they just keep coming back. They like gremlins. They like cockroaches. The more I spray, the more they multiply. So I'm going to just keep spraying, okay? Now, this was a source that I said before for someone. This is the question I have. According to Dan Rafael, he received this information from someone who was involved with the Spence Ugas fight. So one source says this fight did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Oh, this is bad news for Crawford. Another source says the fight did 240,000 pay-per-view buys. Which one is it? Is it 500,000 or is it 240? Or is it somewhere in between or is it less than what you're reporting? We don't know, right? Now, let's see this here, guys. Was this source from someone from the PBC? Inquiring minds want to know. Since this was a PBC event, more than likely that would have had to be for someone from there, right? If this is true. Was this source from someone from Showtime? Since we know that based on what Stephen Espinosa said last year, that Showtime does not release their pay-per-view numbers. They haven't did it in years. Was this source from Tom Brown, the guy who exclusively promotes Al Haymon's PBC fighters? These are valid questions that we will never get an answer to. As I told you guys before, anytime you see a report, tweet, YouTube title, or headline that says sources say, or per sources say, per sources, or sources say, which is the same goddamn thing, that means it is a made-up rumor, a lie, or propaganda. I told you guys that. It's the same thing that CNN, Fox, MSNBC, TMZ, The Inquiry, and all other mainstream media and social media outlets do. If you go to Fox News, they're pro-right, pro-conservative. Everything they're going to say is going to be pro-them. Their audience likes to come to Fox because they want to hear everything that they want to hear. If you go to CNN, they're left-wing publication. They're all about being woke and critical race theories and stuff like that. That's what they're about over there. They have an audience that wants to hear what they have to say. It's the same goddamn thing on YouTube. It's the same goddamn thing on social media. I want you to understand that, right? But what I do know is this. Both sources say reports can't be true. Now, Dan Rafael didn't say that. You know what I mean? But one of the sources, you know what I mean? Well, I say all that to say this. Both sources can't be true. Is what I mean. Somebody lying somewhere. Let's get to the bottom of it, right? You either did 500,000 pay-per-view buys or you did 200,000 pay-per-view buys. It can't be both, right? Or both reports could be false. More than likely, both guys are lying. Dan Rafael and Fanon. This is how propaganda works. What we do know is this: no one from the PBC have come out and confirmed the Spence Ugas pay-per-view numbers. That's what we do know. No one has came out and said, yeah, this is exactly what we did. No one has said that, right? And no one from Showtime has done so as well. If the person who is reporting something from an unverified source to the public, then, then somehow, you know what I mean, comes out and say, hey man, this is what it is. This is what it is. You know, this is what they did. How do we know that information is true? We don't know. We have no way of knowing. So this is where confirmation bias comes in at. Depending on what side of the fence you're on, if it's something that supports what you already want to believe, you're going to take it around with it and you're going to regurgitate it. If it's something that comes out that you don't want to believe, you're going to ignore it because it doesn't fit into your confirmation bias. You see what I'm saying? But this is how the game is played, guys, on social media and in mainstream media as well. Fact of the matter is this: Crawford is pretty much related, tied into Errol Spence. These guys apparently are going to fight each other. I don't know. This is what they're saying. The energy has changed till now. You see what I'm saying? But how is this? Let's assume that this fight did that. 500,000 or whatever the case may be. How is that bad news for Terence Crawford? It's not. When you go online and look at these fanboys and these fanagers, they're going to say, yeah, man, you know, this is bad for Crawford, man, because shit, you know, this shows who the A side is. Brother, last time I checked, you ain't receiving a dime and you don't know Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. So what the hell are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Now, I just wanted to expose these lies, guys, and this propaganda, and I plan on doing that today. For what they are, lies and propaganda. As for you, you can do with it what you will. I care nothing about it, right? Take it or leave it. It doesn't matter to me. But I will body any content creator or journalist that show me different. I will body them. If you can't show your sources, you are not to be believed. For in my eyes, I like to see stuff tangible. I don't like to go off, okay, well, this dude said this, that dude said that, so because of my confirmation bias, I'm going to take what he's saying, take what he say. And you got to show me how is this bad news for Crawford? Like, I don't understand that. I just don't. The good news is, hopefully, we're going to get this fight. You don't really see a lot of people talking about, yeah, man, we're going to get this fight. That's the good news. And I understand that. Everybody is drawing their sides. YouTube channels have chosen sides. Content, fans have chosen sides. There's nothing wrong with that. Let the games begin. You see what I'm saying? Now, as for the upcoming fight between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte, guys, the weigh-in was great. I'm going to touch on that since our fight is tomorrow. Fury weighed in at 264 pounds, and Dillian Whyte weighed in at 253 pounds. Dillian Whyte is a massive underdog on paper against Fury, and understandably so. Fury is the number one heavyweight in the world right now, and he should be the number one heavyweight in the world right now. Some will argue that it should be Usyk, but I'm going to still get that title to Tyson Fury until someone dethrones him. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to go for the underdog, Dillian Whyte, in this fight. Tyson Fury says that he's retiring after this fight, and I don't think that he has the hunger to want to win this fight. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Seems like he's just ready to check out and leave the game. Nothing wrong with that, right? He made enough money. He's a multi-millionaire. Now, Dillian Whyte looks great to me, and he's starving for this opportunity. And I think he's the hungriest dog in the fight. I think he's going to be hungry. Now, I still question Dillian Whyte's, I still question his stamina. But we're going to see what's up. You see what I'm saying? Now, we'll see what happens tomorrow night, guys. We will be going live for the fight. May the best man win. Now, the question I have for you guys in the chat is this. Who do you think will win tomorrow night between Fury and Dillian Whyte? And what do you guys think about these reports coming from Fanon and Dan Rafael about the Spence Ugas 500,000 pay-per-view buys to 240K pay-per-view buys? Do you think this is bad news for Terence Crawford? If so, how? Let's talk about this. Let me go to the receipts. Let me see how many likes we got. Let me go to the receipts. We got over 300 people in here and we don't have the likes. So no problem. We're just going to go straight to the damn receipts. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Let's go. I have a plethora, like I said before, I have a plethora of receipts that I'm going to show you today. And we looking to make it do what it do over here. This is Dan Rafael. This was released today, guys. Dan Rafael. Dan Rafael says, this is the receipt. Receipt number 1. Per source involved in the Spence Ugas. Per source involved in Spence Ugas. I guess he's trying to say they did about 240,000 pay-per-view buys domestically, inclusive of linear, satellite, and streaming. This is what Dan Rafael said. Keyword here is per source. And his source is involved, someone that was involved with the Spence Ugas fight. This is what he said, according to Dan Rafael. Okay. Again, I don't know what the numbers are. Now, this is Dan Rafael. So we go to Rick Glazier. A lot of people, Rick Glazier says, stop believing the PBC pay-per-view numbers. Spence Ugas didn't do nowhere near 240,000 pay-per-views. That was floated to the media as the PPV, as the pay-per-view bombed. I don't know what bomb means. If they made a profit, it didn't bomb if they made a profit. You know what I mean? Stephen Espinosa stopped putting out pay-per-view numbers years ago. As he saw, I had the real numbers. We'll have the real numbers maybe today. So, I look at this, right? I say, okay, if Stephen Espinosa did not put out the pay-per-view numbers, and no one from the PBC put out the pay-per-view numbers, where's this coming from? It's coming from per source, from someone who's affiliated with them, according to Dan Rafael. So you can say, oh man, what the hell made Rick Glazier so credible? He ain't credible. And that's fair. You can say that. But what in the hell made Dan Rafael so credible? What in the hell made Fanon so credible? See, depending on what fits your bias, that's who you want to believe. Me, I give two whats about what the pay-per-view numbers were. We got to see a great fight. That's all I care about. But I got to debunk the narrative. I have to debunk the narrative because I see what's going on. And then when I look at the people, man, let's see what the people saying. The people here saying, you always say they bomb, but yet they are able to continue putting out pay-per-views. For many, many years, you have been saying swimming in red ink, yet they are still here. Someone is lying, that's for sure. Now, this guy's right. And he has a valid point. You know, some people say that every time you turn around, Rick Glazier has something bad to say about the PBC. And guess what, guys? That's a valid point. Some people would say that, hey, Rick Glazier, he's pro Bob Arum and pro ESPN or whatever the case may be. That's a valid point. I'm not here to debate any of that. Rick Glazier's a grown man. He can defend himself. I'm not a part of the Rick Glazier defense fund. But this guy right here made a valid point. He made a valid point. Rick replied, that's because the PBC was financed by Waddell and Reed. White folks. Go to the SEC federal filings and tell me how that worked out. In debt, he's in debt to them for $900 million. It's there in black and white. So he's saying that if you go to the SEC federal filings, you will see that the PBC is in red and they owe the white Caucasian company by the name of Waddell and Reed. Guess what? I don't give a damn. Has nothing to do with boxing as far as I'm concerned. But my job is to what? To debunk all the narratives. So we're going to debunk them one narrative at a time, and we're going to toe tag these fanboys one fanboy at a time. Send them back home to their mammy's house. Let's see. So he said, now Showtime is financing these debacle on pay-per-views. How long can they suffer? Now, I don't know about all that stuff. So everybody going back and forth with Rick Glazier. Who cares, right? Has nothing to do with us, has nothing to do with boxing. I don't give a damn. Let's go over here. Let's go to receipt number 2. See that? That's receipt number 2. That receipt number 2. Where's the other receipt? Where's the other receipt? There's the other receipt. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, pass me them things. Let's get them. There they go. There they go. There they go. Pass me them things. Let's get them. Let's get them. Now, reliable source. the good brother Fanon, he says, whoa, Errol Spence sells 500,000 pay-per-views against Ugas? Question mark. This is a curiosity headline. Cement Spence huge side over Terence Crawford. So basically, the aim here is this here for him to promote his pro Errol Spence position that, hey man, Terence Crawford is really, Spence is a huge favorite over him, and pretty much trying to feed his sheep so they can take it around with him and say, yeah, he did 500,000. See, and then these fools jump out the window and they go around just trying to leaving digital bullets everywhere. But let's break this down. Let me play this receipt. I do not own the rights to this materials for education purposes only. Let me play this receipt. I said, let me go ahead and piss some people off. No, this is what I do. I am the king of pissing people off, bro. I don't give a damn. I do not care, boy. Shit, I do not care. I do not care. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Can I get? I'm gonna put y'all on mute for a minute. Let's play it.
All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about the Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford fight and the negotiations taking place for them, and the big news, at least the big rumors out about the pay-per-view numbers for Errol Spence and Eugenio Ugas, which may complicate the Terence Crawford fight a little bit. Let's talk about that in this video.
All right. What you noticed is the big news, or should I say, rumors about these pay-per-view numbers that allegedly Errol Spence and Ugas did. Soon as you heard rumor, that told you everything you need to know. It's a rumor. But I want to hear the rest of it. I want to hear the rest of it. Just hear a little bit more. Hear a little bit more. Here a little bit more. Let's see. Hold on. Let me put y'all on mute a little bit because I want to. Here we go. 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 Let's go.
Back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the welterweight division again. Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. Specifically, the numbers for the Errol Spence Jr. Eugenio Ugas fight have begun to trickle out. Word out from sources close to the PBC, I'm told, have said that the pay-per-view did close to or closing in on 500,000 pay-per-view buys for Errol Spence Jr. Eugenio Ugas. Now, before I
let's stop right there. Hold on. Let's continue.
Get into what I think that means, let me first welcome you back to the channel.
All right, let's start right there. So you have two guys, Dan Rafael, and we have Fanon. Fanon has sources close to the PBC. Dan Rafael have sources close to the PBC. That's amazing. Two guys have sources that work for the same company, but they're saying two different things. Now, according to this brother from the Shy, salute to the brother Fanon. According to this brother from the Shy, his sources from the PBC told him that Errol Spence Ugas did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. But what's so funny is this, though. Okay, we say close. Okay, who cares? What you mean? What you mean by that? Who cares? Okay, all right. I'm trying to show you. So I like to educate my subscribers. I'm trying to show you how to see through the bullshit. This is how you do it. But when I go over here, Dan Rafael said, per source involved in Spence Ugas, that it did about 240,000 pay-per-view buys domestically, inclusive of linear, satellite, and streaming. Now, if you have a source that's involved with the Spence Ugas fight, and your source, Dan Rafael, more than likely is affiliated with the PBC or Showtime or something like that. If your source told you it did 240,000, if a non-source that's from the PBC told him it did 500,000, I ain't the smartest guy in the world. Somebody lying some goddamn where. True, true, true. There's a lie in it somewhere. So anybody jumping out the window to push this narrative is clearly suffering from confirmation bias. We have a new member. Let's get this member a round of applause. Low-key serious. Give him a round of applause for becoming a new member. Which one is it? I would love to get these two gentlemen in the room and sit back and say, okay, well, goddamn, okay, which one is it, baby boy? If your source is right or his source right, which one it is? Now, me, I don't give a damn. But I did say that I was going to address it because I see all of these other Errol Sexuals dedicated YouTube channels are spitting this propaganda out. So since they want to spit the propaganda out, I said, well, shit, let me go ahead and throw a nuclear bomb in this. You see how easy this was to refute this stuff? It was very easy. We did it, wrapped it up. We did it pretty easy. Somebody lying. So anytime you got one guy saying one thing and another guy saying one thing, but yet both of their sources are supposed to be close to the situation within the company, somebody lied. Especially when Stephen Espinosa does not release pay-per-view numbers. He stopped doing it years ago. And especially since no one came out on the record that's from the PBC or Showtime and said, hey man, this is what it did. So anybody, but let me show y'all the ripple effect of what this does. Let me show y'all something. Let's continue. As you can see. Now, this is me being sarcastic. I say this is proof that Spence is a pay-per-view star. And the new cash cow boxing. Laughing emoji. You know me. I be with the shits. This guy right here say, not bad. I really feel bad for these promoters. More people were probably streaming illegally. More people probably streamed it illegally than bought the fight. This is where we at. People are streaming fights right now. Right? This is what it is. So this brother right here, he made a good point. He said $18 million in pay-per-view money. That's pretty good if it did that. So I think of $75 a pop, $75 times 240. If that's what it did, $18 million, that's pretty good. Not gonna sit here and lie, right? Some of that money goes to the fighters. The pay-per-view may have broken even. Hundreds of people need to get paid from that $18 million. And then I heard the Livegate did like $5 million. Who knows, right? But let's continue. Let's go over here though. Oh, I got a whole lot of stuff. We going to school today. Let me show y'all how people jump out the window though. Let me show y'all how they jump out the window. See, I'm gonna show y'all, like me being a content creator, I always look at the comments. The comments is where everything is at. The comments is where the jewels is at because the comments tell you what everybody is thinking. Let's continue. This brother right here, Neg, he says Crawford is going to have to take the 60-40 split. Here we go, Fanagin. Crawford is going to have to take the 60-40 split or less because if I'm not mistaken, he took 70-30 in favor of Amir Khan. I don't want to hear it. Sir, how do you know that, sir? This is why we got the commandments. This dude said, oh yeah, Crawford took 70-30 against Amir Khan. How do you know that, sir? Who told you that? This is what I'm telling you guys. This is why I hate fanboys. Because what they do, this guy already, he's negotiating now. See, what Crawford gonna have to do, he gonna have to take this and that. And he's basing it on some false information and some fake news. As though he gonna get cut at it. Let's continue. Let's see what they saying up on there. He knew Khan was easy work. You definitely mistaken, right? No way. I love Spence, but that's disrespectful to Crawford. Okay? Be easy. 60-40 is disrespectful. Did you say the name? Did you say the same for Khan? All right. So they're going back and forth. So they're talking about they agree which fighter should sell and stuff like that. This guy right here says, I agree, but I hope Errol offers 60-40 and Bud takes it. This fight could sell over 650,000, pay-per-view buys. Okay. This guy says that it would do well over 650,000. Okay, let's continue. He said, what's so great about Errol Spence is that he can beat himself and still sell well. He doesn't have to be like Adrian Broner just to get the love and sell the fight. Respect, okay. This guy right here says Bud has no more excuses. Devin Haney and Stevenson took a pay cut for their fights because they want greatness. Bud knows good and well he doesn't deserve a 50-50 split. This is the fadaging and promoting that I be talking about. And remember, this conversation is starting from a fake news video that was just dropped. Let's continue. This guy right here says the gym hustle. The only way this fight doesn't happen is if Bud tries to duck by demanding 50-50. Never in history, he said, never in history has the clear A side given the B side 50-50. Not even in the biggest money fight in history, Floyd versus Pac. I think 55-45 would be more than fair. Okay. And then they talking about the 60-40 split and this and that and yada 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 yada. And so they're going back and forth. Spence was always the A side over Crawford. How was this ever an issue in the first place? Bud's not going to fight Spence. He going to price himself out. He already said he'll never take 60-40, but he was willing to take 70-30 for Pacquiao. He don't want no smoke. So everybody over here, now this is a pro Errol Sexuals channel. This is a pro PBC channel. This is a pro anything PBC channel. And I told you guys how it works, how YouTube works is this. It's just like the mainstream media. When these content creators, when they look at their analytics, they know when I drop a video, this video does so many amounts of numbers. When I drop a title about a specific fighter, it does this much amount of numbers. So they know that what their audience wants to hear. So that content creator of those channels, their job is to what? To continue to feed their audience. Whether it's true or not is irrelevant to them. They have to continue to feed their audience, because when they feed their audience, they get clicks, they get likes, they get engagement. Content creators wants engagement. I'm the only guy on YouTube to give y'all this game in the boxing circle. I know this stuff. I'm very good at it. You see what I'm saying? So they want engagement. They want dialogue. And then YouTube, once they see you have a lot of engagement with your content, YouTube will start recommending your videos and your channel to people who follow boxing, but who don't know who you are. This is the game. You get ad revenue. This is what's going on. And then the fanboys, what they do, they'll take the fake news and propaganda, not understanding that they're being played, and then they'll run around and go to arguing and debating stuff that was based on a lie in the first place. This is what I do. I don't give a damn about the pay-per-view numbers. I hope that the pay-per-view numbers did very well for the brother. Because if if the pay-per-view numbers did very well for Spence and Ugas, then hopefully that would mean more money for those guys. I want to see those brothers get paid. I don't give a damn if this guy sold this and that guy sold that. Coach Malachi Williams ain't getting a cut of the money any goddamn ways. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. I'm not a fan of narratives. Let's see. So this is what's going on. And as a matter of fact, let me go a step further. Let me go a step further. Now, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I was going to show you guys something, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say that for the training class that I'm putting together. Because I'm putting together a training class to show people how to grow their YouTube channels. I'm doing that right now. It's going to be free. I don't want $1. I'm going to put it out there. That's all going to be free. So if you're a content creator of any kind, let's continue. Now I'm finna show you guys something else. Show you the game, okay? Y'all want to know the game? Finna show you the game. Finna show you this game. Finna use this brother here as an example. So I had a content creator. I had somebody ask me, man, coach, man, why these YouTube channels always keep putting out the same types of videos? I just explained to you. It's just like CNN and Fox. The network's job is to continue to put out information that they think or believe or know that their subscribers want to hear. It'll be foolish for someone like a Fanon to put out a video about a Tyson Fury when he knows that his audience don't want to hear nothing about no Tyson Fury. Your analytics tell you that. So you can't get mad at the brother for doing what he's doing. He's over 50. He has a family he has to take care of. He's getting money. And I want that brother to do well. I have no beef with the brother. But as a content creator myself who know the game, it's my job. I'm the only guy in boxing that's doing this. You can't find one YouTube channel that's doing it. Well, I can't say that. T Street does it. T Street does it, that I know of. This is the game. And all of you are being played. Okay? Now, let's go. I'm finna show you something. I'm finna show you something. Finna support, finna back up what I'm saying, and then we gonna, do we have the lights here? Okay, finna back up what I'm saying, and then we gonna open up these phone lines. If you see right here, guys, this is it. Terence Crawford joins Victor Conte to prepare for yada yada yada. You see the thumbnail? Thumbnail game is sick when it comes to YouTube. It's all about the thumbnail and the title, right? Curious to see what is. As a matter of fact, let me refresh this. An approval point. That video dropped this morning. That video dropped 4 hours ago. He got over 8,000 views. That was very, very good for Fanon. Very good for that brother. Okay. This is the game, though. Terence Crawford admits. Oh, I need to see. I need to see this title right here. I need to see this title. This is see what it say? Terence Crawford admits Errol Spence's strength is too much? Question mark. Hires controversial Victor Conte. Oh, he knew that. Got no shame. I respect the game. I respect it. Nice thumbnail too. That's a nice thumbnail. I can make these same types of thumbnails. You're always going to see the letters on the thumbnail. This works very well for him. You don't need Tank. Look at the thumbnail game, guys. He said, I'm gonna break Bud's face. Okay. Brutal. Errol Spence breaks Terence Crawford's face. Breaks Terence Crawford's body if Bud doesn't improve, says Spence's trainer. Okay. It is what it is. Let's move on, though. As you can see, there's different variations of the same video. Same subject matter. Here it goes. 500,000 pay-per-view buys, exclamation mark. Whoa. Errol Spence sells 500,000 pay-per-views. Let's continue. Oh, this is another. See, this is what his audience wants to hear. Let's see how many different variations of the same video we have. Same subject matter. As you can see right here, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is big business for this brother. Big business for this brother. Yep, big business for him. And as you can see, now let's go on to another one. Where Boxing Nemo at? Boxing Nemo. Here go Boxing Nemo channel. Let's see. Okay, all right, 10 hours, he got 3. Okay, when you talk about Crawford, he got 14,000 views on this one here. This one here, Ugas beats Crawford in the amateurs, 34,000 views. You see what I'm saying? Terence Crawford says he'll smash up Errol Spence. Okay, he got 5,000 on that. Terence Crawford smashed Errol. As you can see, he used the same picture video right here. I'm coming, all right. This is the game, guys. I'm showing you the game. Errol Spence back to training. Okay. Bad. Tyson Fury. Oh, let's look at this here. Tyson Fury, he say bad. Quotations. Tyson Fury and Crawford Advisor Company shuts down permanently. This is called the curiosity headline. It didn't do too well for him. Bad news. They say big news. Shakur Stevenson, sparring Terence Crawford. Trying to stop Oscar Valdez? Question mark. I'm showing you guys the game. No YouTube channel on boxing is going to do this. Nice thumbnails. I make these same kind of thumbnails in Canva. Nice thumbnails. You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So I just need to let you know the game so you know what you're getting involved in before you get involved in it. This is what it is, right? Now, I know I'm going to have some calls from some Errol Sexuals who are going to feel some type of way because I'm telling the truth. And I'm just showing. Notice I'm not pushing any kind of narrative. I'm just educating the audience on what the game is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you don't like what I'm saying, get the hell off the block and leave. We care nothing about you. Simple. Bye, Felicia. True. Phone lines is open. We're going to open them, then I'm going to close them until I get over 300. We got almost 400 people in here. We got less than 300 likes. This is unacceptable. As a matter of fact, the price of admission going to be 300. We need 300. We need 300 likes. So once we get to 300 likes, I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. And anybody want to call in can call in. I'm going to just cook right now. I'm finna cook right now. So basically, this is the game. This is what's going on. Me being a content creator myself, me being a copywriter, I understand headlines, titles. I understand sensationalism. I understand how to persuade people to do certain things that I want them to do. This is a book right here. I showed you guys this the other day. This book is called Persuasion, The Subtle Art of Getting What You Want. This is what it's all about. Once you know the game, you either play it or get played. And you can't go against the grain on this here. Notice I didn't say anything bad about Errol Spence. Errol Sexuals probably heard something totally different though. Notice I didn't say anything bad about him or Yellow Bees and none of that. I didn't say nothing bad at all. I pointed out the fake news and the propaganda. Two sources, one guy named Dan Rafael, another guy named Fanon. Both of them say they have sources with inside PBC, and both guys came away 2 days apart. Dan Rafael dropped his message, I think, was it yesterday? Let me see. Want to make sure before I speak. Shit. April the 21st and the date's the 22nd. So Dan Rafael dropped his message yesterday. Fanon dropped his on the Wednesday, the 20th. By the time Fanon dropped his stuff, 500,000 till Dan Rafael dropped his source to 240,000. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. So I told one of my, and listen, anybody want to send me a subject matter that you want me to cover, get in contact with me at Coach Malachi Williams on Instagram. Get in contact with me at Coach Malachi Williams on Instagram. Get in contact with me, send me the video that you want me to cover, and when I get time, I will look at it. Let's go to the chat, though. Let's go to the chat. Vic G, he say, Coach, I love it. Expose everyone. Expose everyone. Knockdown 305, my brother from Dade County. Respect to Dade County. He say, got my plate, Coach. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alonzo Morning, he says, love the videos, expose the Alphabet Boy members. He say they are put together very well. And but it's to be fair, it's not just them. It's not all of them. You know what I mean? Because I made the mistake last year. I thought that, I didn't, I lumped everybody in the same bucket. All of them are not the same. Anybody that's in the chat, man, we got almost 400 people in here, man. If I don't see you, man, I apologize. I'm not trying to ignore anybody, but I was cooking. I got over 5. We got over 300, almost 400 in here. We got to get the likes up. We need 54 more likes. I want to open up these phone lines. James Burrell, he says, why does it feel like Snotch's nose was a source? Yeah. Jaguar, he says, ego is the GOAT. The GOAT eyes. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. She says someone needs to do something about this. Notice how I just bodied that whole thing? Like I just give the game up over here. Over here, when you want to get some uncut game, this is where to come at. This is where you come at right here. This is where you come at right here. Shout out to the Mag Mob, the Mag Mob. True.
To this day.
The Mag Mob said, you cooking, Coach. I'm giving you the game, dog. I'm giving you the game. Shout out to Renee Box Young. Salute to you, fam. Y'all please go subscribe to this channel. And this is the thing, guys. I'm not here to bang on anybody, but I know how sensitive these guys are. These guys are some beta males, men with sensitivity, Ralph's trans van ass type dudes. These guys get offended about anything. I'm not disrespecting anybody or none of that. I'm just putting it out there what's going on. And I show you the receipts and I break it down. Show me a YouTube channel that's doing what Coach Malachi Williams on New Media Today USA Boxing is doing. Who show the receipts and show, hey, look, this is some BS. This is what a curiosity headline is. This is the psychology behind the person who's putting it out there. This is the psychology of the fan base. Look how they take this particular subject matter that was a lie. This is how you was used to manipulate it for clicks and views. Notice I'm the only one that's doing that. And guess what? Can't nobody refute anything I'm saying. Shout out to my brother Reggie Owens, man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Reggie Owens. When I say I toe tag and body bag, this is what I do. And you have not seen my level of petty. I'm not being petty now. I'm just spitting the facts. I'm kicking the ballistics, G. Kind of like what Flavor say. Hey, yo, Chuck, kick the ballistics, G. I'm kicking the ballistics, G. This is what I'm doing. Kicking the ballistics. Fact of the matter is this. all roads are pointing to, all signs are pointing to Crawford and Spence fighting next. You see Spence in the gym training with Derrick James. You see Crawford training. So right now things are looking good. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic slash I'm cautiously I was pessimistic. You guys know that. I said this fight will never happen. And and I did say this. I was one of the main ones say this, and I'm still kind of pessimistic. But now I'm kind of like, I'm hoping this is one of those situations where I'm hoping I'm wrong. Us as boxing fans need to see this fight because this is going to settle everything. All the stuff that's going around online, this is going to settle it. This is going to settle it. I know you don't like me. I know you don't like me, but guess what? You can't do nothing with me. Can't do nothing with me. I bodied your whole community last year. Yes, I did that. The bad guy. The bad guy. You can't do nothing with me, man. Not no lightweight, dog. I'm not no lightweight. You can't do nothing with me. Not on this shit. Not on this. You see what I'm saying? Might be some other things you could do something with me with. But as it relates to this, you can't do nothing with me on this. Not this here. Because you're going to have to come with some receipts. You're going to have to come with some receipts. I want somebody lying, though. We need 41 more likes. Anybody want to call in? Let me know. Somebody lying, though. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. You did 240 or you did 500? Which one it is? And how is it bad news for Crawford? How? So this is what they do. Bad news for Crawford. So this means, and then they start negotiating. See, this is what they do, right? This is what these fanboys do. These fanboys and fanatics. Once they hear something that confirms, as a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Man, I might as well just take it all away. Shit. And this is what I do. You don't see nobody doing this, man. I'm like, shit, I didn't nigga. I wish a nigga would. I ain't playing over here, boy. Shit. I am not playing over here. Not playing over here, boy. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be down. Not your partner. Give two F's about you. Really do. Let's go over here, guys. Let's go over here. Let's see. I just typed in the word confirmation bias on DuckDuckGo. This is what I use. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let me blow this up for you. As a matter of fact, let's do this. It's small, but I'm going to read it to you. It's small, but I'm going to read it to you, okay? It's small, but I'm going to read it to you. What is confirmation bias, guys? This is small, but I'm going to read it to you, okay? Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior belief or values. Let's stop right there. Let's read it one more time. What is confirmation bias, guys? Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs or values. What does that mean? Let me break it down for you. Now, I ain't got but a GED education. I dropped out the 9th grade of school. I got a 9th grade education. I dropped out the 9th grade of school. Facts. Went back to school after I dropped out. Went through some things. Went away from school. I only had to come back in 92 and get my GED to graduate in 92. This is facts. So me with a 9th grade education is breaking this basic, simple stuff down. Okay? What is confirmation bias? As you can see, confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior belief or values. I'm going to tell you what I mean. How does that relate to the sport of boxing? I'm going to show you right now. If I believe that my fighter is Superman, I'm only going to look for, search, and find information that confirms what I already want to believe. If I want to believe that this fighter, Terence Crawford, is a piece of garbage, he ain't all that, he can't mess with my fighter, guess what? I am going to go to YouTube channels and other sources that confirm what I already want to believe because they are spitting that same propaganda. If I don't like a certain content creator, right? I'm going to go to other content creators who may not like the other content creator, latch on to them, and then form a pack with them or whatever the case may be, all because they, you know, because they fit my confirmation bias or whatever the case may be, right? If I like a fighter, I'm only going to look for information that confirms what I already want to believe about that fighter, no matter if it's the truth or if it's a lie. A lot of times, people who suffer from confirmation bias, they look for stuff. A lot of times that's a lie, but no matter how far-fetched it may be, they're going to look for that and find it and glash onto it. And then they will regurgitate this stuff online. Sorry about that, guys. The mic, I'm talking too loud on the mic. We need 29 more likes for me to open up this phone lines. You're gonna get this work today. Like Loaded Luck say, you're gonna get this work today. Today you're gonna get this work. You're gonna get this work today. I don't even play, dog. Not me. I'm not the guy, not the guy, not the guy, not the guy. But anyways, that's what confirmation bias is. So if I subscribe to a certain channel that specializes in putting out lies, falsehood, and propaganda, guess what? I like being over there because they confirm everything that I want to believe anyways, whether it's for my fighter or against another fighter. And another thing, guys, these fighters, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they are not slaves. We do not own these fighters. Terence Crawford don't owe a YouTube channel, nothing. You have YouTube channels that talk this pro-black stuff. Oh, man, you know, he don't mess with his people. He won't give up the interview. That's why we don't like him. Your hang-up, sir, is not my hang-ups. If you got a problem with Crawford because he won't give you an interview, that doesn't mean he don't mess with black people. That means he doesn't mess with you. Whatever your hang-ups, like my brother Blood Boxing would say, your hang-ups ain't my hang-ups. What you eat don't make me shit. What you eat don't make me full. What you drink does not quench my thirst. Know that, right? So I want you to understand that. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm hated. I know you guys hate me. I know you don't like me. I know, I get it. But guess what? Well, you couldn't test me with a 10-foot pole. Neither one of you. All y'all need to get together. I've been telling y'all this. All y'all need to get together and come against me. I don't care who it is. When it comes to debunking false narratives, I'm one of the best in the business at it. When it comes to debunking false narratives. Because it's always going to come back to the receipt. Now let's continue. Because I'm not finished yet. Not finished yet, guys. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me drop this banner right quick. Let me drop this banner right quick, guys. You know me. Shit. Let me drop this banner right quick. I like pissing them off, dog. I like pissing them off. You know, I ain't trying to stop nobody from making money. Make your money, baby. But it's my job to educate my subscribers on what the game is, right? Now, confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs, right? Or values. People display this bias when they select information that supports their views, ignoring contrary information, or when they interpret ambiguous evidence as supporting their existing attitudes. You see this all the time on YouTube and on social media and in the mainstream media and in politics. The effect is strongest for desired outcomes, for emotionally charged issues, and for deeply entrenched beliefs. Let's stop right there. It says confirmation bias cannot be eliminated entirely, but it can be managed, for example, by education and training in critical thinking skills. Let's stop right there. I am a critical thinker. I'm a critical thinker. When it comes to me thinking and putting stuff together, I don't believe in subjectivity. I am a critical thinker. People who love confirmation bias and suffer from confirmation bias, they lack critical thinking skills because they don't want to have critical thinking skills. Because in order to have critical thinking skills, it goes totally against what they are emotionally attached to and what they already are predisposed to believe. Most of those channels that you look at, they don't have critical thinking skills. They're subscribers. Every chance I get, I take my time out to diss them. So disrespectful. Hey, I ride with the AK. I ain't had no weed today, so it is what it is, man. The weed normally keep me mellow, but you know, it is what it is. I ain't no weed today, but fuck it. I don't give a damn. Let's see. Look like we have some super chats. Let me get to these super chats. Shout out to Devon for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Devon said, I watch multiple channels and they all bias to some degree. Yeah, I agree with that. Some more so than others, but they all show some level of bias. It's just human nature. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, Devon, if you want to be, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The person want to be biased, whatever the case may be, there's nothing wrong with that. But my job is to point it out, to point out the fake news, to point out the false narratives. That's my job. This is what I do. This is why I started my channel. Shout out to GM Strong for dropping that $2 bam super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat
There go my
received.
brother, man. There go my brother, man.
Playtime's over.
There go my brother. There go my man. That's my dog right there. Shout out to Retro Blood Boss in the documentary. Blood, I just got through reading, I've been reading the Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson magazine, man, Ring magazine you brought me, man. Shout out to my brother Blood, man. Blood does a good job in debunking the narratives as well. When I came on the scene, guys, these pro-narrative channels, they had a stronghold on the information. I came through it like a wrecking ball and busted it all up. Now, I am the counter-narrative to the propaganda. And that's what it is. And apparently, I'm doing a damn good job at it because I'm pissing a whole lot of people off. I piss a whole lot of people off, and it's fine. But listen, CNN does the same thing. Fox does the same thing. MSNBC does the same thing. All social media platforms do the same thing. People are tribalistic by nature, and content creators are no different. Content creators are people. Content creators, when it comes to sports, I'm not talking about like education and stuff like that. But when it comes to sports, a lot of content creators are tribalistic by nature. Human beings are tribalistic by nature, right? But I would like to think when the people come to you, they want you to try to be as fair as possible. Notice, so now someone gonna leave and say, man, that dude always disrespect the Errol. I ain't said one thing wrong or bad about Errol. Not one thing. I haven't said one thing bad about Errol. I'm talking about the narrative that was put out there, the lies and the fake news that were put out there that had nothing to do with Errol Spence or Terence Crawford at all. I'm ruffling up the feathers a little bit, right? We need 12 more likes. We get 12 more likes, the phone lines will be open. I ain't opening up the phone line until I get 300 likes. You know me, I can talk. I can talk all goddamn day, but I'm not. This live ain't gonna be on long. I'm just getting straight to the point, and when I'm moving, we're going to get straight to the point, and we're moving the F on. Shout out to Candy Slim for becoming a new member. The price of admission is $300 today for the phone calls. We need 4 more likes. The price of admission is $300 today. So that's what confirmation bias is, right? So now, the effect of confirmation bias is what? The effect is strongest for desired outcomes. If I'm a content creator and I know that my subscribers want to hear F Crawford, F this, F Spence, F Fury, F that. If I know that's what my subscribers want to hear, anytime I drop a video or put out a powerful thumbnail, and I'm very good at making thumbnails, the desire is for me to for you to get emotionally charged. So the effect is strongest for desired outcomes for emotionally charged issues, and for deeply entrenched beliefs. So whatever you believe in, my job as a content creator or those guys who put that information out there, their job is to get you emotionally invested in that particular issue or what they want to believe. Because once I get you emotionally invested, then guess what? You will go out there and make emotional arguments online. And then you have people threatening people. And my fighter got this much amount of money. My fighter got that much amount of money. Sir, how much money do you have, sir? Let's go. Phone lines is open, 530-494-9636. Let the games begin. I want to hear from you. Phone lines is open. I appreciate that. It took us an hour and 10 minutes to get the likes, but we're here. Phone lines is open. As a matter of fact, let me get everything set up. And we're gonna talk about Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte as well. You know, your picks and stuff like that. Who you got? Who you think gonna win? Why you got them? You are free to have your opinion on this show. Long as you're respectful, you are free to have your opinion on this show. We don't block people because of their opinion. It's hot. Phone lines is hot. Phone lines is open. Phone lines is open. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, hey, this is Will Lynch from Ohio.
What's your name is?
Will Lynch?
Will Lynch, talk to me, fam. From Ohio, talk to me.
Well, I was listening to what you were saying, and I was just thinking to myself, you know, I just want to say something. I know it's controversial, but here's the truth of the matter. Errol Spence is not what people want him to be. He is not a star in the sense of how Marvin Hagler or Sugar Ray Leonard were stars in their day. They had commercials. They were featured on more than just one specialty magazine, which is what The Ring is. It's a boxing magazine. So what you really have here is two unbeaten fighters, one who is a former undisputed champion who is now a champion in welterweight. You have Spence, who has 3 belts. Let's just call it what it is. It's just an attraction at this point. It's not a mega fight or anything else. It's just a major attraction. It's huge for the boxing fans. But the reality of the situation is that both fighters are not stars. They're just minor stars if you want to be really technical about it.
Okay.
Would you agree or disagree?
You know, I would say, I mean, yeah, I would agree, especially in comparison to like someone like a Canelo. But I will say this. I would say that Errol Spence would be, if I was to grade a star, you know, on this level, on a smaller level, Errol Spence would be the bigger star from a notoriety standpoint than Terence Crawford. That just
Absolutely.
me, that just being me being honest. And Errol Spence have 3 belts and Crawford only has 1. So he brings a lot more to the table than Terence Crawford. Now, even though I'm picking Crawford to beat Spence if they fight each other, but me picking him to beat Spence does not mean that I'm going to get caught up in confirmation bias and totally ignore the facts of what they are from my perspective. He has a bigger attraction than Spence. Than Crawford, and you know, he has 3 belts. So you know, I got to be honest with that. And that's just not me being overly emotional. That has nothing to do with who is going to win the fight. That's just saying on paper when you look at it, that's just what it is. Now, do anyone compare to someone that's a megastar? We ain't gonna say his name because every time I say that guy's name, it's a world war break out. So we ain't gonna say his name. We're gonna say the cinnamon, the C word. But yeah, but those guys, I think this is gonna be one of the biggest fights that can be made in the sport of boxing. The demand is there, especially in urban America. Because there's a divide, Will, within urban America. Online, and people are tribalistic by nature. So this is what you're gonna see online. And you see it going on the UK with Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. The Tyson Fury side is riding with Fury till the wheels fall off, and the Whyte side is riding with Whyte till the wheels fall off. The Tyson Fury side is saying that, oh man, Tyson Fury is a bigger star than Dillian Whyte, and Tyson Fury conquered America. Dillian Whyte ain't nobody, he ain't did nothing. It's the same thing going on over there. That's what's going on over here, and that's just what it is. But I'm gonna let you finish up, my brother. Go ahead.
Oh, I appreciate it. And you're preaching to the choir, man. You're talking to a guy who's had his life threatened because my name's William Lynch. You're talking to a guy who people have tried to dox me in the past for things that I believe. And honestly, like I know the situation today. I'm not just all over.
Yeah, but Will, I'm not. Yeah, whatever issues you have with people in the chat, I'm not into that, my brother.
No, I would.
But I agree with you.
No, I apologize.
No problem. But I agree with you what you're saying. Go ahead.
But what I was getting at is just simply like people need to just stop being so emotional about fighters, period, because they're just fighters. They're just doing their job. It's not like, they're trying to run for office or something. Like, they're just doing the job. Like, can we just look at it from a different perspective of us versus them? Because we're all boxing fans here, man.
Okay.
But that's all I had to say, man. I just wanted to call in.
All right, shout out to Will, man. Shout out to Will Lynch from Ohio. Yeah, man, phone lines open, 530-494-9636. Yeah, whatever personal issues anyone may have with anyone in the chat, that has nothing to do with me. I don't care nothing about that. You know what I mean? I don't get involved in like whatever some person or someone has. And that's no disrespect to Will Lynch. I don't know the brother. I don't know what he said in the past, nor do I care. Phone lines is open. Phone lines is open, though. Mizzy Mike, what you say, fam? He say, just watch Jamel and Castano going at it on Customs Podcast. Hey, I saw that too. Hey, Mizzy Mike, man, Jamel Charlo, man, is, oh my God. Hey, I like both of their energy, though. Jamel said he gonna knock Castano out, and Castano said he gonna knock Jamel out. I want to talk about that as well. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Kareem from Clearwater.
Kareem, talk to me, fam. Kareem from Clearwater, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Hold on, man. They just want to make Errol Spence the new god. You know, after a while, they're just looking for somebody. You already know Al Haymon is their god already. Anyways, I just wanted to say my prediction for Fury. I got Fury by knockout round 9, late stuff.
Round 9, okay. That you know what? That's a good. That's a good prediction. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. That's a good prediction because Tyson Fury is favorite. Now I've been picking Fury the whole time, but I say, you know what, man? I'm gonna roll the dice on Dillian. So you know, ride with Dillian Whyte. We going live for the fight, Kareem. Don't forget to stop by if you can. All right, tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Shout out to Kareem, man, from Clearwater, man. Yeah, man, phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. He said we did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. Well, this is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have, so when I called him up, I was like, yo, what do you think? What do you think, Eddie? If we bring the belts together? And Eddie said, that shit is a good idea. I think the only person that can beat Canelo right now is like maybe 4 years or 5 years from now, my son. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums.
But once your people became undisputed, look how.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey there.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is David from South Carolina.
David from South Carolina. Talk to me.
I don't got no question, but I wanted to tell you that yeah, you're right because all these other channels, I'm not going to say the name, but all these other channels, they pretty good at persuading me because this one guy, I think it was when Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, and he was saying all these cool stuff, flow state. He really had me believing that Conor McGregor was going to whoop Floyd Mayweather ass. You know, so that's the shit that I really got tired of. So I went to other YouTube and other YouTube channels to see what I could like, and I found this other guy. For some reason, he just did not like Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, God damn, is it personal? I was like, damn, Floyd Mayweather must have did something to your ass because even though all the callers will call in and telling the facts about Mayweather, he always has something negative to say. So that's why that's why I'm glad you are on YouTube and telling people the truth because at least you would be honest. I don't like somebody who be hide behind the bush. Just be honest. The truth hurts. It is what it is. Deal with it. If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about you. Keep doing your thing. I like that.
Hey, man, shout out to David, man. I appreciate the support, brother. Shout out to David, man, calling from South Carolina, man. Let's give him a round of applause. Rebuttal. Shout out to my brother, man, Lewis over there, man. I think he in D.C. or Maryland, one of them. He said, Coach, I always put some money on the underdog. Yeah, I'm going to do that, man. I'm going to do that because Dillian Whyte is I think he like a 7-1 or 6-1 underdog. I got to put a couple of dollars on him just in case. It's the heavyweight division. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Now, if you listening to this live, if you are a content creator like my brother Lewis, notice I didn't say nothing disrespectful about neither fighter. I know you Errol Sexuals thought that, oh man, he finna say something bad about Errol in defense of Bud. No, I didn't say nothing bad about neither one. Notice that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? This is Renee from Mexico, bro.
Renee, talk to me, fam.
What's going on, bro? Hey, thank you so much for taking the call, man. I just want to, throw a point out there. Talked about it earlier. Right now, it seems like in the boxing world, everything's going viral concerning, Bud Crawford and Snack. I think it's kind of wrong that, you know, there are people out there, you know, there are all types of perspectives when it comes to the sport of boxing. Many people have different, you know what I'm saying, points of views and opinions. And I think it's kind of outlandish to say that now people are coming out from the woodworks, and I'm down the line. You know what I'm saying? I personally, as a matter of fact, I kind of got Spence. I'm leaning towards Spence to win Bud, but that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, sway my opinion and being as objective as I can. You know what I'm saying? Now, concerning this, it's like out there in social media, people are saying, oh, you know, Bud Crawford is with Snack. Victor Conte, he's gonna.
Hold on.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I can pretty much guess the people who you're talking about and the channels that they watch. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good. I actually saw it on Twitter, and I didn't even see who was saying it. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's kind of sad. Because if you want to do that, if people want to do that, then, you know, go ahead and start blaming Haney for popping. Go ahead and start blaming Caleb Plant for popping. Boo Boy Andre, you know what I'm saying? All these guys were affiliated. Right. You know, Mikey Garcia. The list goes on and on. You even got J-Rock. You know, he was affiliated with Snack. So, I mean, it would be having to blame all them too for popping. You know what I'm saying? I personally think that
when you say popping what? I don't understand what you're saying. What you mean popping?
Oh, I'm sorry. PEDs. You know what I'm saying? Being, you know, because Victor Conte, you know, people ride on that, how Victor Conte before he was using, like, I don't know the whole thing, right? But I mean, historically, I think Victor Conte was, you know, accused of using.
He had a company called Balco in the 90s, and he used to distribute steroids to athletes around the world. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. So basically, this is what's going on. I'm gonna break this shit down.
Yeah.
People who do not like Terence Crawford is pushing this narrative. People who who love Spence is pushing this narrative. This is where this is coming from. They didn't say nothing about that when Caleb Plant was fighting Canelo Alvarez last year. They didn't, so they're not saying that. They're not saying nothing about Devin Haney. Some of these channels who's pushing this, they are pro Devin Haney channels as well. They're not saying this about Devin Haney, right?
Exactly.
So when it comes to a fighter who they don't like, i.e., confirmation bias sets in. So another question I want to ask you is: has Terence Crawford ever got popped dirty for PEDs? The answer is no.
Never.
Any of the guys who you're talking about, have they ever got popped for PEDs? To my knowledge, the answer is no. So if I like the fighter, I don't mind him having an endorsement with Snack. If I don't like the fighter, I have a problem with him having an endorsement with Snack, because Victor Conte had a steroid ring back in the 90s. He went to prison, you know, went testified and told on everybody who was involved with it or whatever the case may be. And, you know, because of that, I'm going to use that against the fighter that I don't like. That's all that's going on. And if it's going viral, it's going viral with the people who suffer from confirmation bias anyways, because they do not like Terence Crawford in the first place. That's all it is. Simple as that.
Right. And I think it's sad, you know what I'm saying? I think people should look at it, you know, down the line and be fair, you know what I'm saying, on both sides concerning Spence and Bud, and definitely highly anticipating this fight. I can't wait. I just wanted to say that, man, Coach, and I want to hear your input. Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, shout out to Renee, man, calling from Mexico. You know, so it is what it is, man. Again, guys, I call it the way I see it, dog. I call it the way I see it. And again, if you suffer from confirmation bias, this is not the channel for you, dog. If you suffer from confirmation bias, this is not the YouTube channel for you. You will never see me beg for a subscribership. I ask for the subscribership. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe with the like button. But if I gotta compromise what I know to be the truth and what I believe in order to appease some YouTube channels or a group of people, guess what? The hell with you. I know what I'm doing over here. We'll be at 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know what I'm doing. So I'm not, that's not me. Okay. That's not me. I'm not going to do that. And that's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I mean? I do everything in my power to run these fanboys off the block. The more I try to run them off the block, the more they keep coming back watching me. So, hey, man, it is what it is, man. Let's see. Craig, what you say, fam? He say, LOL, between 240,000 and 500,000. That's a rather large spread. Shall we settle on 240,000? The fact of the matter, Craig, is this: we don't even know. We don't know. especially when you're dealing with people who say sources say. Who is your source, sir? We're gonna vaguely just throw that out there. I don't care. I don't care. Shout out to Martin Dayton, Daytona, for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Martin says, he said they need to go to the LDBC for confirmation bias. They D-Rod, Haney, Tank, Spence with their passion, and Al Haymon. True. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I just want to see the fight, dog. That's all I care about. I care nothing about the narratives. I care nothing about being friends. I care nothing about none of that. I'm a guy got a GED, got a 9th grade education, dropped out of school, went back, got the GED. And our body, I don't give a damn who it is. Bring them. Bring your crew with you. You're going to need them. Because when it comes to showing you the game, how it works, how YouTube works, and another thing. Let me put this out there too. As I told you before, this is a mainstream media trick, right? I advise anybody to buy this book for Mark Morgan and Will Newman. The Subtle Art of Getting What You Want. It's a pretty good book, pretty good read. Copywriter. His other pen name is Mike. Is it Michael Masterson? That's his other pen name. Good book. Easy read too. It's like 100 pages. Let's go. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? It's Whyte, baby, from Louisiana.
From Louisiana. What your name is, my brother?
Whyte.
Oh, Heights. What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Whyte.
Oh, Heights.
What's going on, man? I just had a quick question for you, Coach.
Go ahead.
I know you picked Crawford to beat Spence, but I wanted to ask you a question about the fight between Errol Spence and the fight between Terence Crawford. What did you think about the fight between Errol Spence and Porter, the first fight? What did you think about that fight compared to the Terence Crawford fight?
I thought the Spence Porter fight was a really good fight. They pretty much fought in the phone booth. You know what I mean? Porter did a lot of good things, working angles, spinning, turning. Spence did a lot of good things in making the adjustments to what Porter is doing. I learned a lot in that fight because I seen how Spence made the adjustments, and when he had to bite down and just fight on the inside and get it in and throw more of the crisper punches and stuff like that, I think he did that. To me, that fight showed that he had a high ring IQ. As it relates to, in comparison to Crawford and Porter, that was a different style type fight. That fight was Sean Porter was trying to do to Spence what he did to Sean Porter was trying to do to Crawford what he did to Spence from a footwork standpoint, and trying to spin him and turn him in angles, and he wasn't able to impose his will like that. That's what I see. So just two different styles.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked the question, Coach, because I think Spence is a really good fighter. No disrespect to him. I think he go hard. He do his thing too. He get there, he knocks some heads loose. But I also see he has a pretty good IQ. But the adjustment, I like Terence Crawford. I like Spence too. But when I see both of them person against the same person, I just think Crawford has better footwork, and his adjustment is quick. It doesn't take him but 5 seconds to adjust quickly and change the fight quick. And I see Spence just not as quick as Crawford. So I got Crawford winning the fight. Because of his sudden quickness to adjust so fast, and Spence not being able to do it so quick. So, and then of course Crawford footwork and Spence not being able to move around like he can move. So I just think Crawford is just a little bit more IQ, as far as IQ wise, and changing the narrative, changing the angles, and changing the deep and the beginning and the end of the fight. Just him changing his style up quickly to adjust to make you fight his fight instead of him fighting your fight. So that's why I think Crawford could win the fight. Yeah. And I don't think Spence, I think he's good, but the level is just different. I was watching the Porter fight and him looking over at the at the ring before I leave and get out of here, Coach. I know you got a lot of people trying to come in, but when I seen him look at over there at the commentators and they tell him he was down in the fight, and to see how he hit a switch, man, that was like, to me, that was like a Jordan switch. When Michael Jordan hit the switch when you say something and he hit a switch. Crawford had that switch, like I'm losing, and he went out there and knew exactly what he wanted to do instantly and did it and walked away like I knew I was going to do that. So that just wanted to say that, man, just crazy to me how quick he adjusts. I just wanted to say that, but Spence is a hell of a fighter, but I think it just, the IQ and the mindset just different.
Okay. All right. I'm down. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate you, man. I love you. Appreciate you, man. Love your show, man. I'm continue to watch, and you're doing big things, brother. And you be blessed, bro.
Yes, sir. You too, sir. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Hi from Louisiana, calling in. Again, no matter what side of the aisle or fence you're on as it relates to who you think is going to win the fight, doesn't matter. Fact of the matter is, these two guys got to get in the ring and fight each other, and we will find out when they fight each other. But all the other stuff, I care nothing about, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? We'll find out. We'll find out what it's going to do. As a boxing fan, I'm hoping and praying and wishing like hell that we get this fight, because I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. It's my job. It's my job as a boxing content creator, and I'm starting 2 more channels as well, you know, for my kids and then myself, for my marketing and stuff like that. It's my job to be as transparent as possible. I'm gonna call it the way I see it, and sometimes calling it the way you see it pisses some people off. But I'm not a part of the get along game. I don't go along to get along. Not me. Well, you know, my mother had 2 kids. My brother, Michael, and he passed away at 39 years old. So it's just me. As it relates to from my mother. But I'm not by myself, of course, but as it relates to from my mother. But my job is just to break it down as objectively and as honestly as possible. I am like I say, I show you guys the receipts. I show you guys the thumbnails that these guys use. This is what they're doing. I show you guys not only do I tell you the headline, I tell you what the headline is trying to invoke. What is it trying to invoke? I tell you what type of headline it is. This book right here is pretty good. Persuasion. Persuasion. The subtle art of getting what you want. Order this book on Amazon. I do not own the rights to this. I'm not getting paid a dime for it to advertise or market this book. Persuasion, the subtle art of getting what you want. This book will teach you a lot. This book has 100 and for the content creators who don't like me, you can get this book as well. I like this brother. I study copywriters. So I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And that's why no content creator can even challenge me on any of this stuff. You want to know why? Because I will body their ass. They know it. They know it. They're like, no, he a live dog, boy. Because he just exposed everything that we do. It's as though I'm inside their brains. I just want to see the fight. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. And guess what? I did not disrespect Errol Spence at all. Did I? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
James, Newark, New Jersey. What's up, Coach?
James from Newark, New Jersey. Talk to me, fam.
I ain't stirring the pot today. I just had to ask you a question. What you think about the Whyte and Tyson Fury? I got Dillian Whyte. Yeah, even though he got knocked out by a couple of guys. He tough guy though.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I got Dillian Whyte. It's going against conventional wisdom because you know Tyson Fury is the heavy favorite. Tyson Fury has an 85-inch arm reach. Dillian Whyte has a 78-inch arm reach. So I know 78 or 79, something like that. So he's out. That's a 6 or 7-inch arm reach difference. So that jab, if Tyson Fury can sit on his jab, he can give Dillian Whyte some problems. Dillian Whyte is going to have to figure out a way to get on the inside. I think Tyson Fury has better footwork than Dillian Whyte. But I'm going to tell you why I'm going with Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury is saying that he's going to retire. This is his last fight. And Dillian Whyte seemed like he just hungry, dog. Like he's talking, man, I spent millions of dollars just to get in this position. You know, he going off on Mauricio Suleiman. He like, man, this is my only shot. It took me years to get here. And man, I know the WBC is against me. I don't like the way I'm being treated from a financial standpoint. I just think that he's the hungrier dog in the fight. And I think that Tyson Fury, he's a multi-millionaire. He's doing well. He's talking about he's on his way out the door. So I just think when I look at all of that, I say, you know what?
He eating the fat. He chewing the fat.
Yeah. That's what I think.
All right, and the last one, of course, the big fight. I hear that they say September 17th. Of course, that's a rumor from sources, and we don't talk about sources, but that's one, September 17th. Then I heard Bomac on some other channel saying that they coming back in June and July, and if they come back in June and July, I don't know. I'm just hypothetically they fight Keith Thurman. That would be a bad fight for Bud Crawford. I'm not saying Bud can't beat him, but Keith Thurman, he dangerous, man. He ain't no walking no park. No, and you can feel. So like. But
these are hypotheticals, though. Like we don't know. These are hypotheticals, and this is what I look at. All of these hypotheticals that you're talking about, I'm very familiar with what you're saying. Keith Thurman, this and that. All of this is coming from the same group of YouTube channels. It's nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, but I heard both.
Nothing has been. No. I know you heard Bomac say that they're coming back in June or July, but we don't know who they're coming back in June or July to fight. We don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah. What I was saying. What only thing I'm saying is, please don't let it be Keith Thurman, because history shows us as soon as they throw somebody else in the mix, it mess up the super fight. Put a bum in there. I don't care who he is. Put Sting on his bum behind. What's the other guy? One of them bums. Don't fight none of the good guys. Please let us get this fight and let it be over with.
I don't know, man. Me, James. I hear a lot of rumors and speculation. I try to wait. I take the wait and see approach, because I don't like I don't like jumping out the window on stuff that has not been confirmed or verified. If it's rumor has it, sources say, and it's coming. I know the channels it's coming from. It's coming from the same group of people. This is what they do. So who knows who he's going to fight? If it's Keith Thurman, guess what? That's going to be a good fight. I don't believe in putting fighters in protective custody. If Crawford got to fight Keith Thurman, so goddamn be it. Fight Keith Thurman. I'm not going to be like, oh man, I like Bud, but no, Keith Thurman from my city. He's from my city.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But the fight been simmering for so long. It's like when Marquez knocked out Pacquiao. If that never happened, even though it was a big fight, the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight would have been so much bigger. But somebody seen a chink in Pacquiao's armor, so it wasn't the same aura, mystique that was going on before then. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, all right. But again, I hear what you're saying, James. But again, what I'm saying is I'm not going to form hypotheticals if this and if that, if it's based on channels who are known for clickbait, lies, spreading falsehood and propaganda. That's all I'm saying. So, but I get what you're saying, my brother. Shout out to my brother.
Well,
James.
You have a good day, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to James, man. Call him, man. Brother from Newark, New Jersey. Let's see. Ram, what you say? He say, where your stalker? He say, where your stalker, coach? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking for him. I haven't got if someone called me from an unknown, unknown call ID, I'll show it to you guys. It's gonna be Jason Mones, aka VA Money Group. That's what it's gonna be. I never had a man stalk me before, but it's crazy. Some of these guys really need lives. Shout out to the Queen Arlette who's in here, man. Shout out to my sister Bless 365 in the building. As a matter of fact, we gonna do this for Bless 365. But them jitterbugs be killing it, boy. And them the boys be killing it, boy. That's what they're doing in Oakland right now in Oak Town. Let's give a round of applause to the town. Devin Healy's in celebrating already, man. But anyways, man. So so I just broke it down for you guys. Please remember this video. Please, I may chop it up and break it down and upload different excerpts of this show when I'm breaking the game down. This is what I do, fam. This is what I do. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, it is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy Graham from Baltimore. How you doing?
Troy for B-More. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, well, tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is the day, man. I'm even gonna be bold enough to say about round 8 or round 9. Someone's gonna be on their behind. I really believe the fight's gonna be over by round 8 or round 9 because when you look at the weights, right? 265, he's training to move, and don't be surprised if he comes in as southpaw. This is Fury. He's training to box and move, and he's gonna try to lean on Dillian. Dillian's upper body looks strong as hell, right? So he definitely prepared for that. And I'm 100% sure he worked on cardio like crazy when you watch the videos. He just was working on a lot of cardio and he built muscle in certain places. So he wants to be explosive on the inside and still be around in the later rounds. Because as we know, in the later rounds, it tends to fade a little bit. So round 8 or 9, I think Fury fans, your boy finally gets to get his wish and get retired. And I don't think his body is up to all that boxing and moving anymore. I really don't. Because I keep hearing about his jab and this and that. He's an inconsistent jabber. You can't find me one fight in his entire career where he jabbed the whole fight. Not a one.
Okay. Well, Troy, thank you so much for calling, my brother. One thing about it, tomorrow we will find out who will win, whether you're right or whether you're wrong. That's what's so beautiful about the fights. We can hypothesize all we want, but the fact of the matter is, what tells the story is when the two men get in the ring and we see an end result. But shout out to my brother Troy Graham, calling from B-More. Talk to me. What?
Yeah, I tell you what, to all my yardies, I got my my red mackerel taken out. I'm making some sorrel and rice and peas and a yellow yam tomorrow. I'm going to celebrate, man.
All right. Shout out to Troy, man, from B-More. Shout out to Troy from Baltimore. Troy is a diehard, he's a diehard Dillian Whyte fan, so, Troy's a diehard Dillian Whyte fan. True. Shout out to my brother Lewis. He say, Rebuttal Entertainment. He said, we don't listen to that type of ish, champ. Yeah, man, I just call it the way I see it, man. As it relate to Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury, I will be going live for that fight, guys. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to spend the money. A content creator, it's a tax write-off for us. I spend money through my business account. So, when I file my taxes, it's always a write-off. So, some of you guys may not feel like this is worth it. So just come on over here to the old boy, Coach Malachi. I will drop the flyer and we'll just rock out together. And, we'll rock out together. I'll call the fight. I'm going to take one for the team on this one, okay? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
James Rudd, Coach, calling from Richmond, Virginia.
James Rudd calling from Richmond, Virginia. Talk to me, fam.
I want to know what you think about if Fury does get past Whyte. Do you think he takes on Usyk, and do you think he might win?
Nah, he says he's going to retire. That's what he says. So, with Tyson Fury, you just never know. You never know if he's lying or telling the truth. Because when he's telling the truth, people think he's lying, and when he's lying, people think he's telling the truth. According to him, at an MTK Global event, but he says he's done. So I have to take what he says on face value. So I think after this fight, Tyson Fury said that he's going to retire. I believe he's going to retire until I see different.
I think Usyk, and this is my opinion, when he fought Ottawa, he's left-handed. He's not that good, but if you look at it, he had a lot of trouble carving with a couple punches, really couldn't get in there and do the things he usually does. And against Usyk, that's a different beast. That he's like a heavy Lomachenko. You know what I mean? And the boy can punch. But if they did fight, who do you think would win?
What team? What?
Usyk and Fury.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question because I can. Usyk is not. Usyk doesn't fight like any heavyweight in the heavyweight division. He has damn good footwork.
Right.
He works angles very well. He knows how to manipulate the distance. He has damn good timing. He's a shorter fighter than Tyson Fury. He would have to try to get on the inside. Damn, that's a good one, man, because I don't know, bro. I don't know. I would have to give the edge to Tyson Fury because he's the bigger, stronger guy. And I don't know how Usyk would get around that 85-inch arm reach. And I think once he would get on the inside, Fury could just tie him up or just try to muscle him or whatever. So I don't know. I have to get that edge to Fury, to be honest with you.
That's all I wanted to ask, Coach. I love the channel. Keep it up.
All right. Shout out to my main man, James Roy, man, calling from Richmond, VA. Notice, guys. Notice I didn't disrespect nobody. Because I know these Errol Sexuals YouTube channels and their fan base. Oh, man, you know, he disrespected Spence. I ain't say one thing word bad about Errol Spence. But according to their ears, that's what they're going to say. I really don't care. I just want to see the fight. I don't care if you're a channel that don't like Crawford or not. I don't give a damn. I'm not making no money. When Crawford get paid, I don't get paid. And when Spence get paid, I don't get paid. I want to see the fights. I like boxing. You guys D-Rod fighters. I like boxing. I like to push the sport of boxing. You guys like to push narratives. And if that's what you want to do, so be it. I ain't got no problem with that. Your analytics tell you in YouTube that that's what you should do in order for you to keep getting your ad revenue. I understand it. I respect it. Y'all been around longer than me. I respect it. But I picked up real quick, though. I see the game, okay? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Oakland, California.
Okay, you calling from Oakland, California. What your name is?
My name, O.
Okay, O calling from Oaktown. Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You on the phone? Talk to me.
Yes, sir. So, the first thing I wanted to, I'm juiced about the Shakur fight. I ain't really seeing it covered too much. I don't know if it's because the fight was a little bit out, or if I don't know if Shakur don't do that many views, but I ain't really seeing it covered as much as I feel it should. You know, Shakur family, he on his career trajectory right now, and I think these fights, family, for a fighter that we plan on seeing 10 years down the line, I think these fights early in his career is real special. Should be slept on. Feel me? Kind of like a young Floyd. Feel me? It'll be cool for me to go back and be able to watch him. Feel me? Come on along. And especially like all this Spence Crawford coverage, man. They don't even have a date yet, man. Yeah. They don't even have a date yet, man. Like, you feel me? And it's just every day, man. We getting beat up with Crawford Spence. Like, man, we got Clarissa Shields. I don't think she got a date yet, but she got a big fight. And that's a big fight because that white girl might beat her ass.
Yeah, I'm covering that and the Katie Taylor fight. See, I just broke down to you, brother, what the game is. Listen, when you see a content creator that consistently, like I just showed it to you over here. We went to Fanon's page and then we went to Boston Eagles page. They, you know, when you're going to give someone 10 different variations of the same type, the same subject matter, you got to understand this is what his subscribers like to hear.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
The brother does it from a business standpoint. I'm gonna get the ad revenue. It's a good thumbnail. The title. It's the same subject matter, but 10 or 15 different variations of it because that's what his subscribers want to hear. If his subscribers want to hear something about Tyson Fury, he'll make 1,000 Tyson Fury videos. And I get it. Boxing Ego does it. Blue does it. Pretty much most of those.
I do it.
Yeah, that's what they do. You know what I mean? So and listen. So I'm trying to explain it to you. So don't take it personal. This is how these guys eat. This is how they feed their family. So and that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but shout out to O from Oaktown.
I just want to say, man, keep it lit, bro.
Yeah, shout out to O from Oaktown, man.
Keep it lit, bro. I'm a fan of the channel, bro. Keep it lit.
Yes, sir.
Do your thing, man.
Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to my brother, man. O from Oaktown, man. O from Oaktown. That's all it is, guys. I don't, because I made that mistake. I made that mistake, guys, when I first jumped in the game. I went at those guys very hard last year. Pause. But now it's like, okay, man, you know, I get it, I understand. The way it was explained to me, the way my brother Blood explained it to me, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. So now I just backed up off of that, and it is what it is, you know? That's all it is, guys. Some guys feeding their family, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? It's Devin from Detroit, man.
Devin from Detroit. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, man. I was just calling to say I was agreeing with one of the earlier callers where he was saying that, like, neither Spence or Crawford is, like, that big of a star. But I think what gives Spence the edge on being a star is more geographic. He's just from a bigger market than us.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
He's from a bigger market than us. So, you know, he got a more of an ingrown, at-home fan base.
Yeah,
it's kind of like with a rap artist. A rap artist from New York is going to blow up and be a big star quicker than a rapper from, say, New Orleans, because all he has to do is sell out New York, and you know what I'm saying? He's already on a certain level.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, you got a lot of noise in the background, Devon, man, but I'm gonna give you a round of applause, okay? Shout out to you, fam.
All right, thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Detroit versus everybody. Hey, Detroit versus everybody. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Jaguar, what you say, fam? He say, nah, coach, those channels promote hate. I mean, they have their personal biases and they do promote, some of them do promote hate, but not all of them. Some of them do promote that. Some of them play the race card. It is what it is, bro. It's working for them. It's working for them. You see what I'm saying? So what I try to show you, Jaguar, I just try to show you, my brother, from an economic standpoint, this is the game that's being played. That's all. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I agree with it, Jaguar. I hear what you're saying, my brother, but I just want to show you from a financial standpoint. It's just strictly business. It's the same thing that CNN does. It's the same thing that Fox does. It's the same thing that MSNBC does, or any other channel. I forgot the news outlet. It's the same thing, dog. It's the same thing. That's all. That's all it is. Let them do them. Let them get their money, eat, feed their families. You know what I mean? I used to take it personal last year, but I was green in the game. I'm not green in the game anymore. So I understand. I understand. I get it. I understand. I get it. You know what I mean? And again, when you look at the analytics, one day I'm gonna do a show and I'm gonna show you guys my analytics, because most of my subscribers are from America. Like, I want to say 78% of my subscribers, of 78 or 79% of my subscribers are from America. So, my subject matter, I'll probably be more along the lines. I know which videos are going to do what. I know I can pretty much guess down to the minute how many subscribers I'm going to have at what time, this and that. And then my thumbnail game is sick right now. My thumbnail game is sick. I'm going to another level with my thumbnail game. So YouTube is about the thumbnail and the headline. The thumbnail and the headline. That's what it's all about. YouTube is about the thumbnail and the headline. Period. And once you have a built-in audience, you know what your built-in audience likes to hear. You cater to that audience. It's the same thing that any mainstream media news outlet does. It's the same thing. Social media is no different. Just being honest with you guys. Just being honest with you, bro. It is what it is, man. All right. Just a fan. YouTubers say 500K. Journalists say 240K. And the fact of the matter is, both of them could be wrong. More than likely. It's more than likely it's a lie. More than likely. AI, what you say, family? Say, Coach, thoughts on Charlo Castaño mentality going into the rematch. They both claim to KO each other. Hey, you know what, AI? I'm glad you brought that up. Jamel Charlo was fired up. I saw that with the Brian Custer interview, right? He said he don't believe Brian, he don't believe Castaño was hurt, had a bicep injury. He's insinuated that he was on PEDs. Brian Castaño came back and said that, hey man, I don't like the fact that you're saying that I was on PEDs, this and that. He said he didn't like that, yada, 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 yada. So I kind of like, I like that. And then Jamel Charlo say, I'm gonna knock his MF ass out this time. Jamel Charlo saying, I'm gonna make sure I knock him out. Brian Castaño saying, I'm not gonna let it go to the hands of the judges. So you know what? That's gonna be a hell of a fight. Now Jamel Charlo's one of my favorite fighters. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. You see what I'm saying? That he is one of my favorite fighters. And I think he can make the adjustments, just throw the uppercut. The uppercut was there the whole fight. Throw the uppercut. It was there. He wouldn't throw it. But that's easier said than done. You know what I mean? When someone put pressure on you, you just never know what you'll do when you're in certain pressure situations. So we'll see. He said he's going to knock him out like he did Tony Harris in the rematch. But Castaño's not Tony Harris. They have two different styles. We'll just see how that play out. May the best man win. I'm riding with Mel on this. Even though that I know a lot of people don't like Jamil Talo's attitude. And I don't agree with everything he says. He's an emotional beta male, to be honest with you, in my opinion. He's very emotional. I never seen a man that emotional before in my life. Never. I never seen a man that emotional before in my life. I never seen a man popping his neck, smacking when he talks. I'm just saying, I just never seen that. I just never seen that before. You know what I mean?
There's nothing that I can do. Sorry, I moved my camera. There's nothing that I can do other than just be patient. Let these boys keep talking that smack and me be who I am. Damn, phone number falling. My bad. Look.
I just, you know what I mean? My bad. You know what I mean? My bad. You know what I mean? So, oh boy, let's see what this guy says. EJ20, he say, Coach, we're gonna put you in the dirt. You dug Spence Ugas fight. Sir, Avatar Gangster. This is the Avatar Gangster, guys. Avatar Gangster.
The fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz?
He must don't know. He can't know. Huh? He can't know.
Sir, the phone lines is open. 530-494-9636. I hope this is you calling in. Hide behind the avatar from your mama's basement. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Electro Jed calling from New Mexico.
Electro Jed, talk to me.
First of all, how you doing? How's everyone doing? That's number one. Number two, I'm, you probably more than likely know that I'm not a really big fan of Fury or Whyte, but I do think that this weekend's fight is going to be a huge draw. I think it's good for boxing, number one. I just wish it was, I wish they had more on the undercard. Well, how do you feel about such a lack of talent on the undercard?
I mean, it is what it is. The talent, the lack of talent on the undercard is not there. Frank Warren broke it down and said that the financials was not there. He didn't have the money to pay the fighters that he would wanted to be on the fight in order to have a better undercard. It is what it is. I think most people just are more interested in the main event, but I'm not going to start a civil war about the undercard. It is what it is. These two guys are fighting tomorrow. May the best man win.
Yeah, fine. I'm good with that. It's just that I was so used to we've been having such amazing undercards the past few weeks. It's like I was more interested in the undercards than the main event. But I can understand this being a huge fight the way it is. I just wish they had more. It's just me venting about it. No big deal.
Yeah, okay. All right. But shout out to Electro Jed, man. Salute to you, fam. Hope you have a good day, my brother. Shout out to Electro Jed. See, this is why I go so hard, pause, on these Errol Sexuals. This guy's an Errol Sexual. And I told you guys, I have Errol Sexuals and other people, they threaten me and stuff like that. This is what they do. This is why I toe tag and body bag their ass. This is what I do. And I've been getting threats since last year. Nothing is going to happen. We know this. We know this. Nothing is going to happen. These guys, these Errol Sexuals and these people who want to threaten the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams, they think they are this.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
That's what they think they look like. But they really look like this.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the brochure.
Boy.
Lights out, hear me? Clap on, clap off.
Okay.
Huh? You got me fucked up, cuz.
Another one. You got to send something else, EJ20. Send something else, man. Send something. Call in, man. Call in, baby boy. Phone lines is open. 530-494-9636. Anybody who wants to threaten Coach Malachi Williams today, saying you're going to put me in the dirt, please call in. Keep that same energy on the phone. Do not duck this phone number, 530-494-9636. Remember, I gave you that name, Errol Sexuals. I despise you with a passion. The guy who sent me that threat, I wish that I can go back in time before you were born And I wish I can go back in time and have a conversation with your father and tell him not to make that mistake by putting the seed inside of his mother. I wish I can go back in time and talk to your mother when she was impregnated with you and convince her to get rid of you. Please call in 530-494-9636. I want that smoke from you, Errol Sexuals. The Errol Sexual hotline is open. 530-494-9636. Any nigga talking about threatening Coach Malachi Williams, please call in with your big bad self. Whether it's a YouTube channel or a subscriber or a troll, please call in. I want to hear from you. I want that smoke. They never call. They never call. They never call.
Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, International Africans.
EJ20, are you going to call?
This nigga's scared.
Sound like you scared, baby boy. Sound like you scared. Sound like your heart pumping Kool-Aid. Sound like your heart is pumping Kool-Aid. But I tell you what, guys, we're going to give this fool about 3-4 minutes to call in. If he don't call in, we're going to go ahead and make it do what it do, okay?
Turn around. Yeah.
It is what it is. See, let me tell you something, guys. When I see these avatar gangsters, that's what they do, right? They be so gay, so hide behind that avatar. They don't want to call no phone numbers. They don't want to do none of that. They talk so gay, so online, bro. I show my face every day. I am here, and I ain't worried about these guys. I promise you, I'm not, because I know they ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I see them, that's probably Jason Mones. That's probably VA Money Group / Jason Mones bitch ass probably doing that. Because he really the only guy that really likes to troll and stuff and try to threaten the old boy. He ain't gonna do that, though. He ain't gonna do that. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. I do everything in my power to agitate these guys. See, this is what you think. This is what I see. This is what I see. Let me go ahead and, sorry about that, guy. Let me go ahead and show y'all. This is what I see.
No. Don't try to break this up, Cassandra. He was tough online in my comment section on Instagram. Now he quiet now that we face to face. Now look at my eyes and reflect, player. Keep that same energy, playboy.
That was this again, man. That's what happened when you run up on him. When you see him.
Hey, stop. No. Don't try to break this up, Cassandra. He was tough online in my comment section on Instagram. Now he quiet now that we face to face. Now look at my eyes and reflect, player. Keep that same energy, playboy. Hey,
keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, playboy. Keep that same energy. Hey, as soon as you see him so well, you got that shit how the dog just bit. Keep that same energy, playboy. They don't keep that same energy with 530-494-9636. They don't keep that same energy. Talking about he gonna put me in the dirt. Boy, please. I like breathing, homie. I like breathing. Unlike you hide behind an avatar in your mammy's basement. Betty Jean's son like breathing. It is what it is. Let's go. Shout out to Jaime Vasquez. Hey, for dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
This is why, Mac Mob, this is why I go so hard on these Errol Sexuals. I see the other YouTube channels, they be like, yeah, man, you Bud fans and this, y'all act like this and act like that, while ignoring the fact that these Errol Sexuals go around online threatening people. They don't get no pass with me. They don't get no pass with me. If I'm all right with you and you don't like my content and like what I'm saying, I'll holler at you, man. I ain't tripping. Shit, I ain't lonely for no conversation and I ain't lonely for no friendship. I got a whole lot of family members, whole lot of friends, and guess what? I'm trying to get rid of some of the ones I have right now. Care nothing about that. I'm a grown-ass man, dog, and listen, you know, I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna chill. But anyway, this is why I go so hard on them. This is why I go so hard on these guys. You see what I'm saying? Who I got right here, man? Who I got right here, man? This one, you know what? Let's pull this one up. I got all kind of receipts. Over here, man. Woo! We got all kind of receipts over here. Let's continue. Lord have mercy. Let's continue, man. Let's make it do what it do. Yeah, boy. When they talking about threatening the old boy, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what you think this is, bro. But he, I don't know. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this.
Bitch, I'm ugly, bitch. Oh yeah.
Let me do it. Let's go here. I want you guys to see this here. I want you guys to see this here. This is what I think about these Errol Sexuals. Come on and mess with the old boy. Bring your ass. Yeah. I'm over here dancing on you niggas, man. Yeah. This what it is. We want that smoke. Over here, boy. Any Errol Sexual YouTube channel don't like the old boy want to threaten me, I am here. I want that smoke. I want that smoke from you, boy. Hey, man. Hey. What a Errol Sexuals at? Hey. What a Errol Sexuals at? What is it, man? I ain't playing with you dudes, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. We dropped another one. Shout out to Westside Detroit. We're dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. This is why I do what I do. So for any YouTube channel that I'm all right with, you feel some type of way about my content, you need to remember these guys threaten Coach Malachi Williams online, talking about what they're going to do to me. If you don't like me no more because of my position on the Errol Sexuals, I give two damns about you. Bye, Felicia. I mean that. Other than that, that's it, man. This is Coach Malachi Williams. I'm signing off. New Media Today, USA Boxing. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this OJ the Jew Man style. Man, shout out. As a matter of fact, there's too many people in the chat to name, but we're going to go to Tony. Shout out to Tony Boswell, Javon Soto, Ronald Finkley, Big Heck. Shout out to Drummond for Life, Ralph Reacts, Dragon Leg, Arthur Hawkins, Mr. Pragmatic. Shout out to Jason Dockery, Lonnie Laughlin, Knockdown 305. Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan, Just a Fan, W Rightside. Shout out to Lil Rightside as well. Shout out to Bernard Burton, Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Deborah Booker, Arnold Muketsi, Manny 209, Will Sargison, Agent Big 30, Mike from Boston. Shout out to Bush the Can Man. Shout out to Troy Graham. Shout out to AB Sounds. Shout out to Kathy W. Shout out to Dean West. Shout out to Jim 82. Shout out to Two Matador. Miguel Chartico. Shout out to Karma Serene. Shout out to Here to There. Shout out to True Gritter 402. Shout out to Malcolm Roach. Shout out to Hell Hero Elite. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Folo Bond. Shout out to Philo 58. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Shout out to Dantes. Shout out to Chickarelli. What's going on, baby? Shout out to Damian Bennett. Shout out to Lil Green ISP. Shout out to Charlo. Shout out to Ahmed. Salute to Ava as well. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Fistiana Fight. Shout out to Queen Misfit. Shout out to my brother Man Blood, Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Shout out to Schoolo X-Mon. Shout out to Mark Nash from the ATL. Rider of the Storm, Carl Henson from Australia. Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to Bless 365, the Queen. Shout out to A Sneed. What's up, baby? Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans, the good doctor. Mr. Pat. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to the Queen, my big sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to my brother from Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. My brother Smith and West. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Let's go over here to the callers as well. Let's give a shout out to all of the callers as well. Let me go ahead and bring the phone numbers down. We are accepting no more calls. The show is over. But let me go ahead and remove this right quick, guys. You know what I mean? Again, we did it first, and we motivate even the greats.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different.
Shout out to Will Lynch from Ohio.
The stickiest of the icky.
You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
I need some weed. I'm getting agitated. Shout out to Will Lynch from Ohio. Shout out to Kareem from Clearwater. Shout out to David from SC, South Carolina. Shout out to Renee Boxion from Mexico. Shout out to Hyphy from Louisiana. Shout out to James from Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to Troy from Beatmore. Shout out to James Rudd from Richmond, BA. Shout out to O from Oaktown. Shout out to Devon from Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. Shout out to Electro Jed from New Mexico. And let's do this here, man. Shout out to Westside, Detroit. Dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your board.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Westside, he says, Coach, you a real one. 100. He said 100. Much respect. I love it. Man, I really appreciate the support, fam. Really appreciate the support. But you know me, we going live tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to see you guys tomorrow, man. If you want to become a member, please click the link in the chat above to become a member of the show. Please become a member of the show. It really does help the channel a lot. Again, I like the interaction with the family. I look at you guys, my subscribers, as family. My haters have helped me grow, and my family, the ones who love me, have helped us grow. It all helps, okay? Other than that, that's it. Much love to you guys, you and your families. I hope you have a blessed Friday. In the UK, a happy Friday night. I'm riding with Dillian Whyte on this fight tomorrow night. We all going live, okay? Other than that, that's it. It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. I'm finna go smoke with some weed because I don't got irritated. You know my motto, man. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.
Peace, y'all.